muchachos, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another healthy habits video, and this time I'm going to be focusing on the home. When a lot of people think health, they really think of things that they're putting into their body, which of course is really important. It's important to fuel our bodies with certain foods and stay away from certain things as well. But just like most things, I like to go the extra mile, and I like to do something all the more greater, and you could even say extra, but still very important and vital to just health. If you didn't catch my last healthy habits video, I can link it down below. But for today's video, I'm going to share 10 healthy habits that I do in my home. I read something recently that just kind of really hit me like, whoa. It basically said, let's build wellness instead of treating disease. In the long run, it's so much better for ourselves just to be very proactive and do what we can, because really, especially in today's world, you can only do so much, but doing what we can to live in a healthy environment and also feel as safe as we can where we live health-wise. So I hope you guys like this video. If you want to see more healthy habits, be sure to let me know in a comment down below. And if there's something that I should talk about healthy habit-wise, you should definitely leave that in the comment down below, because I would love to just continue this and make this like a full-on series. I hope you subscribe to my channel if you're new and hit the notification bell. We're gonna go ahead and just get started. So the first healthy habit I want to talk about is cooking utensils and making sure that the ones that you have do not contain certain harmful chemicals or plastics that when heated are released into the food. So I like to use mostly wooden utensils. I have a large variety of them, anything from bamboo to even olive wood. And I find these to work really well, and they're great for the environment. If you have plastic or silicone utensils, opt for something that's BPA free and as natural as possible. Next, I highly encourage you to use natural cleaners in your house. There's a lot of reasons behind this. Anything from eco packaging, biodegradable packaging. It's a lot healthier to breathe in these sort of chemicals than anything else that you were to find, whether it be Lysol or Vim. This isn't hazardous to your body, and I also think it's important because you're supporting businesses that minimize negative effects on the environment. And also for me, I have little kids running around and they touch everything and they put their hands in their mouths and they lick everything. So if I'm cleaning a surface, I want to make sure that they're not ending up eating Lysol. You know what I mean? It just sounds really gross to me. So switching out a lot of your cleaning supplies for something more natural is the way to go. So I just like to wipe down surfaces with this. And again, especially high chairs or anything that your kid is going to be eating off of. This is Calvin's little high chair, and I only use natural cleaning products on it because I just think it's the safest for him. I've talked about this before in a healthy habits video, and it's opening windows. The outside air is so much better than inside air, and it's going to help reduce a lot of pollutants and also just muskiness and certain smells the inside of the house can carry. So every morning I always open up windows, and I usually leave them open the entire day, no matter how cold it is outside. So some people dust their house because it's just obvious to do. Dust can be an eyesore, dust can look kind of gross, and to be honest, it totally is gross. There is gross stuff in dust, including dust mite particles, even types of fungus, bacteria. It's pretty nasty. So I encourage you to dust your house often. Rid your house of dust that is going to go into the air, that you're going to end up breathing, that your kids or your pets are going to end up breathing. Dust is actually defined as a pollutant, and it can lead to a lot of health issues if it's not properly controlled or removed entirely from main living areas. Having dust can trigger a lot of health issues and breathing issues and asthma. So I like to keep my spaces very well dusted, and I do think it just looks a lot better and it does feel a lot cleaner. If you find that you're good at dusting but you still feel like there's a lot of dust in your house, I recommend buying some really cheap air filters that you can put into your vents. These you can get, I think, even at just Home Depot. I like to put essential oils in them, and then I put them in my vents, and I change them every couple months or so. Makes a huge difference in the air quality. Next, I want to talk about the bed, and I want to tackle a couple things here. I have this Young Living seedling spray. It has lavender in it. Having a linen spray is amazing for the bed, and this is something I do very often because bedding can sometimes smell a little off. So I like to do a good dosage of a natural linen spray every single day. It makes a big difference in just how the bed smells and also just how we sleep, because this one is infused with lavender. Also, to reduce dust mites and moisture buildup and just odor, pulling back your blankets or just not making your bed maybe once or twice a week can really help with that. And lastly, I want to talk about investing in your bedding. Me and Kieran, maybe about a year ago or so, bought some beautiful linen bedding. The more research I do on this, the more happy I am that we bought it. It's quite a price tag, but it is gentle on the skin, it's antibacterial, and it doesn't house a lot of things like dust, and it's hard for dust mites to actually live in it. The more I think about how we invested in our bedding, the more I feel just at peace sleeping at night. And I also noticed that Kieran doesn't snore anymore. Sit with me. So I want to talk to you guys about something that me and Kieran are going to invest in soon for a healthy home, for healthy kids.
Mama, Papa, and Calvin.
Mama, Papa, and Calvin. And Ivy.
Yeah.
And Baby.
No, baby.
Mama and Papa are gonna buy something that's gonna help us. You wanna get down? Sure. Ivy wants to see my baby just a second. Ooh, my baby. Me and Kieran are wanting to invest some money into an air filtration system. Something that's going to really clean the air of a lot of pollutants. Also on the West Coast, we had tons of forest fires and the air still isn't as good as it could be. Dust, really small bugs and mites. Through the summertime, we had an air conditioner. It also served as a dehumidifier as well as a air purifying system. But when you get a tool that's kind of like a 3-in-1 or a 2-in-1 or like a 5-in-1, it usually doesn't all work to the fullest of its abilities as if it were just one thing. So something that I think is huge for a healthy home, and what I've talked about a lot in this video and will continue to talk about, is having clean air to breathe. I think it's important to have clean air, and I think it's important to have healthy air. So since we're no longer in that heat of summer, we don't use our air conditioner anymore, and I can already feel in the air there is a certain type of muskiness. It's very true that there's certain things you can do in your house that's going, whoa, here we go, that are going to help out, like like some of the things I've spelled out in this video, but this is just an extra step that I think will do a huge difference. Let's keep going.
Bye.
Next, I want to talk about plants. I know I'm talking a lot about clean air, and I think it's really important. So I like to have some plants in my house because they absorb certain gases and even pollutants through their leaves, through their roots, and it leaves the air really clean. And it actually, there's been a lot of studies done where it shows that the air of a house that has a lot of houseplants in it, especially like really thick stem succulents, it's so much cleaner than if people didn't have it. And lastly, I encourage you to get an essential oil diffuser. This one is just in Ivy's room, and I'm gonna put some lavender in here to help her sleep tonight. Just a couple drops does the trick, and I turn it on and it lets out this beautiful, safe steam that's safe for Ivy to breathe in, that's very calm. It cleans the air in a really nice way and just leaves this beautiful, lingering, obviously, lavender scent. This is so much safer than using artificial fragrances, especially with little kiddos around, and this is something that I've just gotten into the habit of daily. Thank you all very much for watching today's video. I really just appreciate you guys, and thank you for clicking. When it comes to healthy habits, I feel like a lot of things take baby steps, and I feel like I'm at that point where I'm starting to see that all my baby steps of trying to have a healthier home, therefore a healthier just physical body and family, is becoming huge and is really paying off and really has become easy and something I don't have to think about. Let me know where you're at if you're trying to conform to having more healthy habits. I'd love to talk to you in the comment section down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!